Jessica.
It's so nice to be talking to you guys today. And I have to say, I'm one of many, many families who are very excited to see our favorite prehistoric family, along with our new modern-ish family.
Sure.
I was wondering if you would be able to share some fun facts about the show or the development of it.
One thing that's a fun fact about like the process and development of the show is that we came in. It's unusual, I think, to have as much of the movie that we had when we sort of were brought on. So we had like, it certainly wasn't a finished movie, but the core of the movie was in place. There were storyboards, and they had put together an animatic of the movie. So we got to see a version of what we were going to base the show on. So that was, that's like a nice sort of boost to have. Sometimes you're just working with nothing. Sometimes you're working with a concept, but we did have something very concrete to work off of. And we knew, where our show would start, that it would start at the end of the movie and sort of pick up right where the movie left off. So that was nice. And then, it was about 2-3 months after we started where we all went home, where we all started. So we were very early in the process. I don't think I had even finished writing the pilot of the show when we, or I guess we did. We must have. It was pretty soon after that. But we were very early in everything, and we had to, as a crew, adapt. We weren't even finished hiring a lot of the crew, and a lot of the people. Funny enough, a lot of the people that work on the show, we would normally be all together on a floor. A lot of us have never met. We've never been in the same room together, which is very unusual for a TV production. And yet it's gone incredibly well. And I feel like we do feel like a crew. We do feel like we're in a trench together working towards a common goal. If you had asked me, could that happen before it happened, I probably would have said, no way. There's no way you could produce this show the way we're doing it, and then we did it. So it was nice to see that could happen.
I think that's a fun fact too. Yeah, we started the show, and then very early on we had like just moved our office, and then it was like a month later we all had to go work from home. So like Mark said, a large amount of the crew we've never even met in person. But at the same time, we were also able to work with Mark, and I worked together previously on a show before this show. And we also were able to get some of our other artists and production team from that show as well. So some of us had been working together for a long time and knew sort of the ins and outs of how we produce shows like this. And then a bunch of new coworkers that someday we'd like to meet in person.
Yeah, I would add that the voiceovers, which was confirmed to me today in the first few episodes, are pretty much exclusively done individually out of voice actors' homes in my case, my closet. And that is unprecedented, I think, and it's pretty amazing that we recorded separately and sent in our files, and somebody compiled them and were able to put it to picture, and it's really seamless and you would never know. In fact, I was like, did we really use those records? Like, yeah. So that's kind of wild to me that and what's opposite of what their experience is, most voice actors never meet anybody else in the cast because you go in individually and record. And so because we were all at home on Zoom, we actually, for the first couple of episodes, read together. So I would be reading with the actor in the scene with me, which very, very rare, and got to meet everybody. And so I feel like I'm part of a cast in a way that I don't think I've ever had in an animated series, because I never really, and I've been in series with like really famous people, and people are like, oh, how's so-and-so? I'm like, never met him, don't know what to tell you. It's been, it was fun to get to kind of meet everybody and know the faces behind the voices.
This show centers around a growing family and their hilarious escapades. If you were invited to join the family, what would your caveman or cavewoman name be, and how would you contribute to the family?
Oh no.
That's a tough one.
My name would be eat or
I
food.
feel like I should take the second part of the question first. I'll give you guys a chance.
Wait, will you repeat the question?
If you were invited to join the family, what would your caveman or cavewoman name be? And how would you contribute to the family?
I wish we had like one of those keys where it's like, what's the name of the street you were born on? And
Yeah, so you could,
your first pet, and that's your caveman name.
Yep.
That's good. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna let them answer.
Ad-lib it. Mine would be
Yeah.
eat or food, so that's pretty easy.
Mine would be nap. I think I would be nap.
Yeah. I think I'd be probably something like Pebble, because I'm a very small little person. So seems like that would fit.
I love the idea, and this is something you can gravitate towards when you don't have to do it, but I've always loved the idea of a world where you get to make your way with a club or a sword. So the name that popped in my head was Ambush, just because it's a cool
Ooh, I like
name. I'm
Ambush.
not sure that's the actual name, but I'll go with that for now.
Ambush, Pebble, and Nap.
I just, as a fun little trivia, learning about Amy, I had an old boyfriend. This is a really funny line. He said, you want your partner to be like a rock. I'm like a pebble.
Yeah. I guess
As far as it didn't work out, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you probably didn't last long. I think what I would probably bring would be the sort of the cooking. I love to cook, so I would probably be the person always in the kitchen in the treehouse making dinner. I'd be like the hope.
I like game day. I love playing games. So when you guys had the game episode,
Yeah.
really hard. I would bring like definitely team games of like celebrity and mafia. I would make this
game
one
night.
like mafia.
Yeah. Mark would invent the typewriter.
That's right.
Yes.
It was way easier than a chisel. Let me tell you.
I know we're exploring this family tree and we're looking at two families coming together. I wanted to know, can fans expect any new characters coming in? I know you've said new animals, but are we going to be able to expect any other maybe new family members coming in?
That's too big of a secret.
Yeah.
Sugar wraps. Okay.
I know a couple and I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because those are big ones. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil any surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. How do you answer that? I would
Anything's
say,
possible.
Like
If
we
they
have.
tune in. Tune in. to find out.
Tune in. There
And then
you
you'll
go.
find out.
Yeah. You're gonna see a
Like
lot of
pro.
new fun animals for sure.
Very excited about that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for talking with me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
you
You too.
too.
Thank you.